Hi, today I want to talk about the stock market and in particularly about the benefits of diversification in a down market. So yeah, this is no news. The stock market for the year is down. This is a 1 year graph here. And right now we are at negative, what is it, 15, 16%. So it's been a decline, but if we look at the market from 1 year perspective, if we see it from a 2 years perspective, then it's not so bad. We are up actually almost 11%. So this is this is to remind you that there are ups and downs in the market, and this is totally normal. In fact, it would be abnormal if the market would go up in a straight line. Now we're going to go into a 5 year graph, and we see here, look, this was amazing, but this is unrealistic. This is more of a reality of things. This is how the market should function, having these drops, these drops, these drops. This is how people who are willing to take risks get compensated. And in this 5 year graph, the return was about 50, almost 55%. So that's almost 11% per year. But you have to withstand these ups and downs. Okay. Now I have spoken previously about the benefits of diversification. And I want to highlight how a few stocks or a few sectors of the economy can prevent the whole market from collapsing. So this is a 1 year, heat map of the stock market. This is the Standard & Poor's 500. Let me see if I see the title somewhere. Standard & Poor's, well, I know, okay, here it is, Standard & Poor's 500. And as you can see, the technology sector, which is the darling, the one sector that we have thought that it can never go down, that it continues going up, and that has darlings such as Apple and Microsoft and Google and Meta and all this. This whole sector is down. It's down for a year by a tremendous amount. We can see Microsoft for a whole year minus 28. This is the crazy one. Meta of Facebook, whichever way you want to call it, 67% negative. And other darlings, Disney minus 41. Comcast, Comcast almost 40% negative. Verizon almost 40% negative. So Netflix almost 60% negative. So these are the darlings, the ones that people thought, oh, they will, they are master of the universe. They, people will never unsubscribe. Everyone has to use Google. Yes, everyone has to use Google, but still Google can go down 33% on 1 year. So we have learned to believe that this is the sector that it will always be a winner, and in fact it's not. And here there is a sector that we have almost left for dead. This is the energy sector. People are moving into solar panels, into wind power energy, into batteries, and all this and that. And this is actually, to my belief, the way of the future. But who would have thought this year Exxon went up 75%? And here's a crazy one, Occidental Petroleum, 132%. I mean, this is crazy. And just because no one would have thought of this, most people probably wouldn't have the energy sector in their portfolio, and that is to their detriment. And this is one more time where the power of diversification comes into play. So now, as we think of a strategy for next year, what are you going to have in your portfolio? Are you going to pick and choose whichever sector or whichever random company is going to go up? No. My advice to you is to buy it, all of it. Buy the whole index. Buy the whole 500 companies with just one click. There are many providers of this index. You just buy them, and we don't know which one of these companies is going to be the big winner of next year. No one could have predicted COVID. No one could have predicted the war with Ukraine. No one would have predicted the resistance that Ukraine offered the Russians. So how are we going to predict what's going to happen next year? I can tell you one thing. I already have in my portfolio the winner of next year. And guess what? You can have it too just by having the index. You can buy everything, and whoever turns out to be a big winner, whatever socio-economic, political upheaval comes next year, you will be ready because you will have in your portfolio the winners of next year. Okay, thank you so much for listening. And if you want to talk about this kind of subjects one-on-one, go to my contact page. You can always find me, and I'm always happy to have a conversation about the stock market, personal development, the economy, etc. So I'm hoping to talk to you, and until next time, goodbye.